Hey everyone, it's JP and I have another really quick and easy tutorial for you. We're going to make these cute little simple earrings. They don't take very long to make. You can see that this video is not super long. And they're nice and dainty, so if you're not wanting something too big, then this is a great pair to try out. And I was looking for my ruler, which I don't see, to give you a measurement. Oh, here it is. It's right sitting in front of me. Okay, so let's just hold that up. So it's about an inch. I don't quite have the ear wires on, so maybe, a little inch and a, it's not even an inch and a quarter, but so I'd say just a little over an inch. And then width-wise, it's just slightly over half an inch. So not very big ear. They're not very big, and so they'll dangle really nicely for someone who doesn't like super big earrings, and last minute mom gift that you can make. So especially if your mom likes pearls. So here's what you need in terms of materials. You're going to need 11 seed beads, Superduos. You're going to need a 4mm bead. In this case, I've used a bicone, which is there here and here. Over here at the bottom, if you want to use a drop, that's another option for you. So I've got a drop here that you can use instead, and I think it would look really cute with a drop too. So kind of up to you. It doesn't have to be a bicone. It could be any 4mm bead that you've got. So fire polish, rounds, that's all I can think of right now. And, bicones, of course. So whatever you've got. And then the bead in the center is a 6mm. So you're going to need a 6mm round. Is going to work the best here. So it doesn't have to be a pearl, but it does have to be a round bead. 6mm. Anyway, and then I use 6-pound smoke fireline. So you can use whatever you've got. 4, 6, even 8 will be okay. And that's it. Let's get started. To begin, you're going to pick up an 11, then a Superduo, and then an 11. Then you're going to pick up 3 Superduos together. 11, Superduo, 11. And one more time, you're going to pick up 3 Superduos. And this is what you should have. And bring those down. And I'm going to tie a knot. And so this is what you should have. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull my knot into the closest Superduo here. So, oops, that looks a little blurry, so let me just adjust the focus. So, and you want to make sure your circle is fairly tight. So, and go back through it. I'm just going to go through the beads again, just to reinforce it. Okay. And the last 3 beads. Alright, so at this point I'm just going to go ahead and trim off the little bit of a tail because it'll drive me crazy as I'm working. And just get that out of the way. And anyway, this is what your piece should look like. So now what you're going to do is we're going to switch over to the other hole of the Superduo. So I'm coming out of this Superduo here. I'm just going to go through another 11 and the Superduo. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through and switch to the other hole, and I'm just going to flip my work so I can work sort of in the upward direction. I'm going to pick up a Superduo and go into the next Superduo here. So I just switched holes, so just like that. Then I'm going to pick up an 11. So basically what you're doing, and so to orient you, here I have my 3 Superduos in a row. So between those, I'm going to put in an 11. So I'm going to do an 11 here and the 11 in the next one. And then over here in this one, because the gap is bigger, I can put in a Superduo. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Superduo and put in one there. And over here too. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in an 11 again, because see, again, we're back to the set of 3 together. So that's where an 11 goes, and one more 11. And time for the Superduo. So I'm going to continue through, and what I'm actually going to do is do another round to reinforce, because this is going to be kind of loose, so you want to go ahead and go through them again, and you're going to start to kind of form a little cup, start to kind of pull together, and that's what you want. You want it to pull upward a little bit. See how that's pulling up? So that's exactly what you want. And I'm almost there. So all right, so I'm going to come out of I'm going to go into this next Superduo. If I can, there we go. Needle was coming up against that 11. Go down into the second hole of this Superduo. So the Superduo here is the middle of the set of 3 that originally were together. So go into that, just that one if you can. You may need to wiggle around a little bit to get your needle through. And a lot of this is just wiggling. It's not that the holes are filled or anything. You're going to pick up your round. So whatever you're using, I'm using my pearl. I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. And what you're going to do is go over to the opposite bead and make sure you're not going to go into this hole. You're going into that hole. So, and it's this middle bead here. So it's the middle of this set of 3. And you're just going to go into that hole. And again, you may need to wiggle it out a little bit. It pops up a little bit for a second there, but it'll pop back into place. Just like that. Go back through the pearl, because this will help anchor the pearl. And then you're back into that Superduo where we originally started. So we came out of the hole on that side, on the right side. I'm going to go into the hole through the left, so that makes a whole loop between the Superduo, the pearl, and then the other Superduo. And again, you might have a little bit of trouble getting to this hole because it's going to be very tightly blocked off. Just be patient, and you will be able to do it. It just takes a little bit of patience. See? There it goes. Sorry, I just got to hold on to my work. I keep pulling it out of my hands. Sorry about that. Okay, there we are. So I have it a little bit loose. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that so you're not going to see any of the thread. And so this is actually the back, and then here's the front. So it sits nicely. Okay, so we're coming out of that bottom hole, so now I can come back up and go into this hole and continue. And so I'm going to continue all the way through until I get to this Superduo here, because then I'm going to go ahead and turn and go up into the second hole for that one. And this finishes up our reinforcing of that particular round anyway. So now I can start the next round. So I'm just going to go into the second hole of that Superduo. Now I can put my bicone in. And you don't have to use a bicone. You can use whatever 4mm bead you've got. And then I pick up 4 11s. And you want to go into this one here, which is in between the two 11s. Superduo, that is. And that grabbed onto my my pair. There we go. And then once again, pick up 4 11s. And go into this Superduo that's popped out. And now comes our bicone. And then 4 11s. And you're going to go into this Superduo, which is again between the two 11s. And the last one. So again, I'm picking up 4 11s. Oops, got 5 there. And so give that a good tug, and we're going to reinforce that. But so here's the piece so far. So the pearl looks nice. So the next step is to go ahead and add in the ear wire loops. And what we're going to do is, so this time you're going to pick up 7 of our 11. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to skip over the bicone and go straight into the Superduo. And so there's that loop part that's over the bicone over here. And then we're going to come back, go all the way around, so this will help reinforce this round of beads. And just go through this Superduo and then through all of the 11s. Through the Superduo and the bicone. Now, for this over here, you could add a drop bead too. You don't necessarily have to work with a bicone. So if you have a drop bead, so you could put 11 on either side of the drop if it doesn't completely fit, and sort of just play around with that. I think that would look really cute. Superduo, 11. And then I'm just going to go through my 3 11s here. And then I went through the Superduo, and I'm going to go through the next set of 11s. Okay, so now we're back, and I'm going to go through the Superduo. And what I want to do this time is actually go through the first 4 of the 11s here. So there's my 3. And then there's number 4. And now what I'm going to do is pick up 4 11s, because I got to make my special diamond shaped loop here that I do. So I'm going to go back through just that 11. I'm just going to turn my work this way, so I'm working from the back. Now from those group of 4, I'm going to go through the first 11, pick up an 11, and add go through the next 11, that is, and then pick up another 11 and go through the next 11. Pick up one last 11 and go through the next 2 11s if you can. If you can't, just do them one at a time. And there's my little diamond shape. And I'm just going to go down all of these guys. And so now what I'm going to do is actually I want to reinforce just this part. So I'm going to switch over into the second hole of this Superduo here. And again, you might have a little bit of trouble wiggling around with it. Because it's going to be very tight up against. So I might try it from the front side. I think that might be easier. So again, it's just a positioning of the hole. There we go. And then I'm going to go through the next 2 Superduos here if I can. In a way, Superduos are a really weird shape sometimes, if you think about it. And there. I caught the hole. My video looks very dark. Let me just adjust the lighting there. All right. Now, come up. And see, now we've gone all the way around, so now I can go back and reinforce. You could also go all the way around. I was just being lazy. So, I can't. Okay. Let's go through 2 and then go through the next one. And then up into the diamond. So with the positioning of these 11s, you may have to just go through them 1 at a time or 2 at a time at the most. They're at angles, so. And not in a straight line. So when they're not in a straight line, it's hard to go through them all at the same time. Okay, so we're back down. And again, if you want to go through that again one more time, you can. I'm just going to come down my side here. Make sure the loop, okay. So just went down the side of the 11s there, and I'm right out in front of the Superduo, so I'm going to tie a 1/2 knot between that 11 and the Superduo. And then just go through. And maybe do one more, because this should be fairly secure. We've reinforced everything. So I just kind of went into this 11 down here as opposed to the set of 11s over here. Does it really matter at this point? I'm just going to cut the thread. So since the needle wanted to go that way, I just let it go. And time to trim. All right, there you go. So cute little earrings, kind of a last minute gift if you need something for Mother's Day. I think the cute little pearls makes a nice little gift for Mom. So give this a try. It's actually very simple to do, quick and easy. I think as a beginner you'll be able to do it too. And well, I hope you like that. And I'll see you next time.